It began as an ordinary afternoon. I was driving as I recalled the memory of the events at work. My boss had just demoted me from my position. It was somewhat ironic because I had asked her for a promotion. Instead, she took it as an offense and said that if made one more sarcastic remark I would be fired. In response, I said that it was a bit extreme, and even for that she responded with a clenched face and said that I was demoted to a former position and I had to take a leave for the day because I had asked her a question that was pushing the boundaries for a worker like me. I stormed out of her office and took the car keys from the drawer in the desk of my cubicle and went out of the front door, into my car. As I was crossing the intercity bridge and trying to return to my apartment that I couldn't even afford to pay full rent every month as this full-time job wasn't paying me enough, I was greeted by a group of men and women in white cloaks with a familiar Templar Knight-like emblem on their chests. It was the KKK. They were holding AK-47s in their hands, 2 of them were holding the President of the U.S. down, blindfolded and gagged. "You can't touch us, there are snipers and helicopters with automatic sniper rifles, ready to shoot the king of the apes." Even if said so explicitly, some SWAT team members tried to run towards the bridge. The man speaking before pressed a small button in the palm of his hand, triggering explosives to combust on the edge of the bridge, sending flash and fire across the city like beautiful fireworks. I was the only person alive left in the middle of the bridge. I decided the best option for survival was jumping into the river. I quickly opened the car door and rushed out, but I was stopped abruptly in my tracks. "You there?" I slowly turned my head towards the clan member. "Come forth," he ordered. I complied like a slave and walked up to him. He handed me a semi-automatic pistol which fired 12 bullets. "Brother," he put his hand on my shoulder. "We shall restore white America on this fateful day. And we shall make America great again." He took off the gag and blindfold from the president. He took off his mask and looked President Obama square in the eyes. "Have you anything to say before we wipe out your population?" The president remained mute, staring at the orange-tan face. "Kill this yard ape." I glanced at the Grand Wizard with determination and blindly fired at him, emptying the magazine. I felt a flurry of bullets fly onto my chest and the most electrifying feeling ever. I looked down at my wounds. I saw that I was bleeding out my adrenaline. I walked to the side of the bridge and leaned there. I looked up to the sky and saw doves circling around the now dark and starry sky. I fell back into the river with no regrets, falling unconscious.